Hello, this is Palico Padge and welcome back to another episode of the Curious Expedition with mods. And I better start by apologising for my terrible last episode where I died very sillily by not actually gauging how far away that chasm was going to spread. And from doing all that hard work of Indiana Jones, well, he died very abruptly in a chasm of nothingness. It was a bit like the end of the fourth, is it the fourth? Yeah, the fourth Indiana Jones film, where they're running away from the temple where all those little midgets are chasing them, and it's all falling away and they just make it, except this time he didn't. It's like the fourth film was never made, which I think is probably for the best. I'm sure you agree. Anyway, we are cracking on with another set of mods today. As it stands, well, as you know, Indiana Jones has been done. This is my list. I've been busy downloading lots of different people to play with. I'm going to leave the scientific assistant on because we never managed to add them onto an expedition last time around, so I think that'll be worth doing. We're going to keep the Ekul because we didn't get a lot of time to play with that either, so I thought we'd give that a whirl as well. The T-Rex I'm not too fussed about for the time being. We've done it, done that, did that, like that, love that, so there's no need to do that again. I was thinking this time around we'd play with Mad Max, made by a guy called Terratoid, or girl. Effects, well, item lists, which is fine, but as you can see, you've got Mad Max, and a very unique lot of people to come along with you, which are based on characters of the films. And there's a couple of extra items as well. Playable Explorer Max with unique Trek members, unique items, and the V8 Pursuit Special, which I believe is his car. So, yes. Let's give that a whirl. We'll give that a tick. We'll click return and hope that it all loads up and doesn't crash the bloody game. Here we go. Ah, there he is. Look at him, looking all elegant. Max Rockatansky, is that right? The Road Warrior. Desert expert, can always travel to a desert region. And bullet hoarder. No idea how, but a character with this perk finds a bullet somewhere every couple of days. Well, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Who are you? Marauder. Once a de facto ruler of their own gang before you came along. There's definitely no hard feelings. He's going to have no loyalty. Oh, we have the hunting dog, man's best friend. And there it is, our V8 Interceptor. The last of the V8s. And then we have crude oil. A rusty oil drum, highly sought after by everyone, but especially natives. So I presume that's going to be good for trading. It'd be interesting to see if you can pick it up on your treks when you're out and about. Now, I did see in the picture of the mod there were extra characters to have, so I wonder if they spring up as and when you play the game. I have no ideas. As far as Max himself is concerned, some people say he looks like Tom Hardy. Some people say he looks like a young Mel Gibson. I guess we'll find out. Welcome back to the Explorers Club, dear friend. Have you heard that we are building a statue to honour our most famous member? Word is it that you have a good chance of seeing your likeness on that statue. However, I am afraid to tell you that you are not the only candidate. You and your rivals have 6 expeditions to prove who is the most famous explorer within our club. We have Harriet Tubman, John Hozinger, Marcus Garvey, and Dion Fortune. Now go explore. Adventure awaits. Alrighty, so because there are quite a few more interesting things with this character, I am going to just go on normal expedition once again. As soon as I get my feet back under the table and we don't dive silly things, then I'll look at doing certain death. But for the time being, normal mode it is. Alright, so where do we want to go? That's the thing. We have the unseen drylands, we have the Humpa Palumpa Desert, and we have the mysterious jungle. Now, you know what? Max, he's from a post-apocalyptic area of Australia. It's all desert. There's no water. They have to eat dog food and maggots. I think he's going to be right at home in the Humpa Palumpa Desert. So we'll crack on with that. Early that morning I made haste and arrived at the docks. The captain had yet to arrive, so I skimmed some stones on the water. A well-to-do foreigner named Sir Dair Elimajed approached the ship. He explained that he originated from the area of our upcoming expedition before joining an expedition to come to London. He had become a man of means here and requested that I find his wife in his former village and escort her to London. Oh, why the bloody hell not? It's the starter quest. It's not going to be hard. Oh, he looks like a gimp. Lord Humongous. Bring out the gimp. The gimp sleeping. Well, wake him up. Nigga, 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 nigga. Name the film. I accepted his request to find and return his wife. He nodded thankfully and wished us luck. And we shall continue. So we're coming in from the bottom. Just two regions, north and south, which is fine by me. I was deeply absorbed in my studies about this area as a shoreline rose in the morning mist. The land lay open in front of us, like an invitation to adventure. Now we are going to need the water, so we'll take some of that. I made sure to bring some additional water rations from our vessel's stocks. Careful preparation would be critical to our trek. However, I was beginning to feel the urge to head out into the unknown. Well, let's bloody hell get on and do it then. Look how small that is. That's a tiny, tiny thing. Thankfully, the well-to-do foreigner had indicated the location of his former village on our map. I was curious to see if we would find his beloved there. I didn't know we were getting a remote-controlled car. I thought it was going to be something much larger. We can mount it, though. That's interesting. So, Indiana has 2 lots of dice. One which is completely bloody useless. We have Lord Humongous, whose loyalty isn't too bad and has a combat spirit, so probably worth getting him up as and when. And Max himself has red and green die. That's fine. We're all going to be getting bullets. We're going to run out of space straight away, aren't we? What's the oil do? A rusty oil drum, highly sought after by everyone, but especially natives. So do you just trade the entire drum? Is that how that works? A value of 50. And we have our shotgun as well. A crudely modified shotgun that forsakes accuracy for versatility. Alright. Okay. Well, as long as the bullets stack, we'll be alright. We will be alright. Is it worth jumping up on the hill? I don't think it's worth the sanity hit this early into the game. We know where we're going. Let's go there. You know what? We'll stick to here. Go! Lots of question marks. Oh, we walked past one. Of course. Today we reached a village. Its inhabitants looked like well-armed and formidable warriors. We entered the settlement of a nomadic tribe. As I observed the tribe, I noticed one woman was somewhat out of place. She was the wife I had been tasked to escort back to London. Without further ado, she happily joined our trek and began to show us around the village. Which one's she then? Which one's she? The villagers seemed to be very happy about our appearance and welcomed us with open arms. Our good reputation had preceded us here. Oh, we've got a shaman. Okay. Well, we can't recruit anyone. Can we trade? Ooh, what to trade? What to trade? How much is the jewels worth? How much is my oil worth? Quite a lot, and you have to give it all over. Okay, fine. I think we shall take... Well, how much is bullets worth, I suppose, is the next question. It's not going to be equal, is it? It's never going to... Oh, there we go. That's pretty equal. So all our bullets for the jewels and the mango and 2 mangoes. I dig it. I dig it. I came to an agreement with the villagers. Do we rest? Our standings too. We'll rest. We unpacked our belongings and prepared to spend the night with the natives at their campfire. The people of the tribe were celebrating the maturation of one of the boys. He looked very young. You didn't tell them about my pubes, did you? We had to survive one whole night alone in the desert. They tried to tease me into participating in the ritual to prove my worth. Okay, well, we've got a 33% chance of doing this. Please? No. Bastard. I failed miserably and had to endure their laughter for the rest of the night. I slept in great comfort and safety. The next morning I woke to face a gathering of natives. It seems my undergarments shocked them. There was certainly a delicate balance between peaceful communication and offending these particular natives. Oh, we better get out of here then. In a heartbreaking ceremony, Mepa Dahaj said farewell to her tribe. As we left, she mentioned that she would like to visit a holy shrine in the vicinity to receive a blessing for her travels. She marked the location of the shrine on our map. Did she now? I would say she hasn't. I would say she hasn't. Alright, hey ho, let's go down. Oh, we have a tomb. Let's do this. The tip of a pyramid had been almost completely enveloped by the sand. It is likely to be a grave built by a long-forgotten civilization. A small opening led into the darkness. We entered the dark tomb. Mankind, I've done it again. Mankind had not set foot here for hundreds of years. There was a stone sarcophagus in the centre of the small chamber. Dust and decay filled the air as we lifted the cover from the sarcophagus. Oh, well, that was very profitable. Nice. We grabbed the treasures and left determinately. I, too, am happy to leave determinately. Let's get out of here. Oh, the mangoes are going off. Mangoes are going off. Eat the mangoes. We don't have any... In fact, do we have any blue dye? We don't. We don't have any blue dye. For the sake of covering everything, I'm going to do it, but this isn't going to end well. We approached a cave. The rocky moor led into darkness of unknown depths. We needed a torch to move inside, which we don't have. We also have no fitting dice, but we're going to roll anyway because we're hardcore. Light was overrated. Our eyes would soon adapt to the darkness. I lost all sense of time and space as we descended into the cave. At first I thought we would make it, but then I noticed a muttered curse followed by someone crying in pain. I could not tell how long we laboured in the gloom, but eventually we saw a light and endeavoured to reach the surface. I saw that Mepa Dahaj was bleeding. Her injury was grim, but she was unable to express what exactly had happened. Oh. We arrived at the chamber. It exhibited paraphernalia suggesting it was used as some kind of ceremonial tomb. Within were large wrapped bundles that seemed to hold the prodigious remains of dead bodies. Many of the mummies would surely turn to dust if they were touched, and not be of any intrinsic value. However, after a thorough investigation, one was found to have solidity suitable for transport. Oh, and some gold as well. Take it all. Take it all. And we are now full. She is bleeding and topless and pretty much dead. Okay, we're going to have to heal up, I think. We erected camp to tend to the injured. She'd be nice and injured now. Or uninjured, should I say. We used the first aid kit to treat the injuries of Mepa Dahaj. She had more colour in her cheeks afterwards. Alright, so on to the next question mark. It's a stone circle. We came across a stone formation that was obviously man-made. There were inscriptions painted upon each rock. Perhaps they formed a type of map. So the only thing we have left to find are the ruins. So point me in the right direction, please. Right at the top. Right at the top. Well, yes. Well, they're not happy with us, are they? No. You're the only person we can promote. So I might as well promote you. Respect to you, sir. Not to me, to you. And we'll just travel up as far as we can before we have to take the old alcohol. Stop! To this question mark first, I think. Oh. I came across a fascinating overgrown stone statue. The ghastly visage seemed to stare at us. Its presence made me uncomfortable, and I decided to move on. I saw a few items by the statue which must have been put there by the natives of this region, presumably in an attempt to appease the gods. Old fat face. What be you? Tome page of fire. We'll take you. A preciously crafted trinket with golden elements that makes a great present will improve the loyalty of a person if gifted. Well, why not? Why not? We took what was useful to us from the apparent sacrificial offerings. And now we don't have enough space, so we shall drink the whiskey. Everyone is a winner. And hopefully find something which is going to help us here, because we're not doing the best. Oh, it's an oasis. Everyone was relieved to arrive at the oasis, a shining beacon of hope surrounded by nothing but an endless ocean of sand. We're okay for water. We will rest, though. I instructed the trek to halt and allowed everyone to rest. It's alive! Oh dear. There was an unnatural quietness to the night as we sat by the campfire. This night we witnessed an occurrence of unspeakable horror. With a frightful moan and crash, one of our mummified samples smashed out of it from its crate. It twitched and shambled towards us with a sinister menace. Oh dear. So we have 20 health for the old mummy. I guess we've got to see what stacks with what. Worst case scenario, we can always throw the bullets out. Oh. What do you do? Taunt the dog. It's the only thing that that dice does. We're probably best doing it. So the dog is going to take some hits. Is that large? Strong claws? I'll take those. Well, hold on to you two. Roll again. I'm thinking we shield up on this. Is it worth wasting that just for the one? I don't think it is it? We'll evade. Hold on to you and roll again. Shotgun blast, multi-attack. That's all I can do, isn't it? We'll do it. 3. How many? Oh dear. Just took the one hit. That's good. That's good, I think. I think that's okay. I'm not sure. That's probably not that good, actually. Right, so let's throw you out. So what do you do with you, then? Point blank. Shotgun power blast. Too much, so. Too much. So you... We'll hold on to you. Roll again. Right, so we've got our taunt. You still small? You're still small. We'll hold on to you. Roll it. Oh, useless. Completely useless. Okay, well, we better throw you in. Get a couple of extra shields up. Pretty lucky. Pretty lucky. Alright, throw the taunt up again. I'm hoping to finish it off this time around, but just in case, you never know. Defensive maneuver. Yeah, we probably better do that. I'm going to hold out on those paws because 2 paws is rubbish. We need 5. Oh, strong claws. No? Fine. Do it the old-fashioned way. Get back in your box. Alright. We do heal up, though. I say we heal up. We're doing alright. We're doing alright. We could have easily spent weeks resting here. The oasis lay before us like an island of life in a sea of sand and nothingness. Everyone on their feet. A new day awaits. We're going to have to rest again, I'm afraid. I instructed the trek to halt and allowed everyone to rest. The air was fresh and cool as we prepared the campfire. I laid awake and listening to the dark wildlife surrounding me. It had me wondering if there was a way to foresee the kinds of curses that awaited me when exploring the mysterious temples in these lands. Maybe if I paid special attention to each temple's aesthetic, I could gain a better understanding. Yes. Yes. Oh, Indiana. How ironic, having a dog called Indiana. Our time here was well spent. The oasis lay before us like an island of life in a sea of sand and nothingness. And on that, it's time for us to depart. We can't really make our way too much in that direction. If we head to there, if we come across anything of interest before we get there, I'll stop. I'm going to guess that being the pyramid. The hyenas are aggroed. I'm hoping that was unfair. That was unfair. Oh, they're both getting hit in as well. Lovely. Lovely. Alright, so we need the shotgun blast. We get it. We get it. Boom. Why not? Why not? Roll it. Come on. Is that it? Good thing we got a bullet. This bullet has your name on it. Hyena. We deprive the dead of anything useful. We'll take the teeth. Nothing else stacks, does it? No. Alright. So we... Well, let's go to there and see what that is. Oh, no. Dog's infected. In the wilderness, it was nearly impossible to prevent an injury from becoming infected. Indiana's wound had begun to fester and secrete an astonishing degree of pus. Oh dear. Well, we better heal him up then. He's alright. He's alright. Didn't doubt it for a second. Oh, it's a trader. Ooh. You know what? You know what? We're going to go look at the trader. He might have something interesting. A wandering tradesman had pitched up camp here. The mysteriously dressed trader had a lot of useful goods on offer. Most of them seemed to be the remains of other failed expeditions. He hesitated before presenting us with a selection of his wares. We could not help but think that he was hiding something from us. Bastard! What do you have, son? Actually, nothing of that much interest, considering where we are in this playthrough. You can have the tome. I'm not too fussed by that. What would I have off you, though? That is the question. There's nothing of intrinsic value here. We could have some chocolate. Chocolate would probably help, I think. Chocolate would probably help. How about if you had the native trinket? That's taking up space. And we just took as much chocolate as you'd allow us to have. That'll do. The trader seemed expectant regarding our possible return as happy customers. Well, at least it's happy customers and not dead customers, I suppose. So into the tomb. We've got plenty of space now. Do I want to eat the chocolate? Probably not quite yet, no. A small pyramid had been almost completely enveloped by the sand. It is likely to be a grave built by a long-forgotten civilization. A small opening led into the darkness. Oh. Look how small that car is. That's ridiculous. We entered the dark tomb. It seemed to be rather old and had remained untouched for a long time. There was a stone sarcophagus in the centre of the small chamber. Dust and decay filled the air as we lifted the cover from the sarcophagus. Oh, so much loot. So much loot. We grabbed the treasures and scurried out of this eerie place. Let's shabockle out of here quickly. Is it one enough? No. Two? Two will do. Two will do. And there it be. The majestic golden pyramid rose above its environment. Hooray! After all this hardship, tremendous relief overcame me. I knew that the name Rockatansky would be written about long after I departed this life. Huzzah. Who and indeed Zah. Well, that wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad. Numero, that always helps. So how much we got? 360? I wish I was you. Right, so what do we got this time around? We have Navigator. Increases the game compass accuracy when uncovering fields. Not too fussed by that. We have Black Market. Access more gear when equipping your trek before heading out into the unknown. Yeah. And then we have Desert Explorer. Reduced movement costs in deserts. They are all equally rubbish. They are all equally rubbish. I would... Navigator. See, I never really use the compass because I tend to try and cover as much of each region as I can. So probably Black Market, just to give us more choice at the start of each expedition on what we can buy. That's probably the best way to go about it. Hooray! Hooray! Ah, the Tub-Tubs. She's well ahead. Hezinga, doing just as good. Fortune, not so good. Oh, Garvey. You're not with it, are you? You're not with it at all. Look at that. 2 points behind. Right, so we're going to keep the oil for the time being. As far as this is concerned, that's all money for me. Fame. I mean, we could fly ahead here. We've got plenty of cash as it is. We could really fly ahead with our fame. Let's do it. Gift you, gift you. That's 200. Or 198 if you want to get technical. Funds will sell. 220. We get funds for bringing the shaman back to her husband. So let's gift that. I think we'll have plenty. And we'll keep the teeth for the next expedition. And there we go. Expedition 1 done. It was a little bit hairy for the time being. I'll be the first to admit. But we did okay. Next time round we have the opulent desert. We've already done the deserts. We probably won't head there. It will be more than likely the treacherous drylands. Or drylands, if you will. It does have a portal. Which could be pretty cool. Could be pretty cool. But hey, we'll decide next time around. So thank you for watching. As always, a like is appreciated. And I'll catch you on the next one. Take it easy.